gorgeous and multi-talented Nitro girls here with this living legend who, along with you, celebrated that WCW Monday Nitro stays a part of WCW. There's Amy.
Yes, there she is.
All right.
Sawgrass was graced by the living legend who fired a whopping 72 today.
Oh, my goodness.
Beating Dan the Man Bynum.
Still, and Kimberly is with us as well. And there's our brand new Nitro girl by the name of Whisper, who's with us here each and every Monday on WCW Monday Nitro. And we want to let you know, fans, that later on tonight, you talking about one of the biggest main events we've had in a long time. It'll be for the World Tag Team Championship. Later on here tonight, the Steiner brothers will defend against the Outsiders, Hall and Nash. That is later on tonight, here live on Nitro for the WCW World Tag Team title. I guess we're going to have 4 belts come out, Mike, because the fans know the Outsiders wear those bogus belts everywhere they go.
Well, good. Let's clear up what's a very confusing situation. The real tag team champions, the Steiner brothers, put those belts at stake against the Outsiders. You know, we've been talking about all this new talent arriving on the scene in World Championship Wrestling. Well, this matchup is going to be a prime example. This is Black Cat. Over 20 years of experience in professional wrestling, born in Mexico, of Japanese heritage, and I guess he's most famous for being the trainer of so many of the great New Japan stars of today. In addition to all of his years in the ring, he's trained everyone from the Great Muta to Masachono to Jushin Thunder Liger. And this evening on Nitro, the opposition provided by Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty makes his Nitro debut, and certainly wrestling fans worldwide know Marty Jannetty, his name and his background. He comes in for this tag team bout against the Black Cat, or this singles bout.
Tag team bout?
Let me finish.
Are you seeing double?
The former tag team great comes in for this singles bout against the Black Cat, and here we go on WCW Monday Nitro. We have a great tag team bout as our feature bout here, and I still am thinking about a couple of things. What is going to happen? What decision will be made by James J. Dillon to finally decide who is the World Heavyweight Champion? Will there be a match? Is it going to be a tournament, some sort of round-robin tournament, or what's going to happen? Hopefully, maybe in the course of this program, if not, maybe Thursday on Thunder on TBS, we're going to find out how we're going to decide who the world champion is.
Well, I guess the executive committee is in meetings trying to come up with some kind of a situation, an equitable situation, to crown a new world's heavyweight champion.
Well, let me say this, and I think you would agree with me, Iron Mike, and you too, Living Legends. Sting, to us, is the world heavyweight champion. And J.J. Dillon can take the belt away from Sting, but he can't take the belt away from WCW. That is our belt. He is our champion, and he rightfully deserves to wear that gold strap.
Yeah, and it's not fair to Sting either. I mean, when you have the championship belt, it's a lot easier to hold on to it. Well, didn't get him. It's a lot, easier to hold on to it. Now that it's up in the air, it's up for grabs. And boy, these guys are good. I can't tell you what crimes can be committed trying to get their hands on the gold.
Well, you heard what Hollywood Hogan said when he walked into the arena. We're going to go get our belt back. And the NWO feels it was robbed as well. Well, too bad.
Well, look at the statement Sting made. I mean, he hadn't spoke for a year and a half. He didn't say much, but what he said was so blunt and to the point, you're a dead man. That is the extreme they'll go to get the Holy Grail.
I'm still trying to figure out where the Macho Man Randy Savage is.
Wasn't in that limousine, and some very pointed, very stinging words by the big man, Kevin Nash. Black Cat runs over Marty Jannetty here. Jannetty down, and the Black Cat with a great move with an elbow drop from the near side ropes and a cover. Here's a 2 count only.
Well, Jannetty's such an accomplished tag team wrestler, as you mentioned, Tony, holding various organizations' world tag team belts through the years. Nice block by Black Cat.
Black Cat will try to pick him up.
Right on the head!
How about that DDT? I'm not so sure Jannetty's going to be able to get up from this one. Lateral press with a very nonchalant cover that time by Black Cat.
Black Cat, he might have underestimated him. He just kind of laid on him nonchalant. That could have been a mistake.
Jannetty picks him up.
Double leg takedown, almost powerbomb style.
And Jannetty feels that he has the match well in hand. Full arm drag and twist. Jannetty on top of the head.
Drove him face first to the mat. He calls that the showstopper. That leg drop delivered to the back of the head.
Nonchalant cover with this one. Black Cat will not get out of, and Marty Jannetty is is 1 for 1 in Nitro appearances. And a big win over this international star, Black Cat, here on WCW Monday Nitro. We've talked about the World Tag Team title on the line. Still to come here tonight, the World TV title on the line. Booker T will defend against former champion Saturn of Raven's Nest. That is still to come here tonight.
Hey, get that Larry Fears Hall sign out of there.
It's time for our Snickers replay, Larry.
All right, here, Jannetty got a good shot right in the mouth of the Black Cat. I think that's what softened him up, and even though he got dumped on his head, couple of nonchalant covers, and led to a good move right here in the Black Cat. He used up his 9 lives on Nitro.
It's our Snickers replay. Hungry? Why wait? Snickers with our replay here on WCW Monday Nitro. Fans, so much going on and filled with controversy. Where's the Macho Man Randy Savage? The NWO, yes, they're having problems. They'll tell you no, but there's no denying the NWO begins Nitro in disarray.
Well, you wonder at what point does it become an argument between brothers? Is it a familial dispute, a spat between siblings? Or has this group really started to come unglued?
Well, you saw them pull up in limos a week or so ago. Two different limos, they were all getting out of different cars. Some people were trying to talk to other people, some people were ignoring other people. They're unfolding right in front of our eyes.
And it looks like Eric Bischoff's role in this whole situation is to try and hold them together. Try and keep the NWO on the same page. Can you believe that now? Savage slapping not only Hollywood Hogan in the face, but also Kevin Nash. Looks like they're coming undone, Lee.
All right, let's make one thing very clear. The one person doing all of this is the madness. I mean, you talk about a guy that came by a nickname the righteous way. It's Randy Savage. If there really is a loose screw in the NWO, it's got to be the Macho Man. I really don't know if at this point you can judge the NWO by the actions of one guy. And if that one guy is Savage, then I really think you're looking at somebody who's just a little bit off kilter.
Well, speaking about a little bit off kilter, how about this 6-man coming to the ring?
Team Japan already in the ring, formed by the trio of Black Cat, Ohrara, and Gedo to face Team WCW. Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers, and we hate to say this, Lee, but the former World Tag Team Champions, along with Ray Traylor, managed by Ted DiBiase.
Ray Traylor has something to prove, it seems, that every time he comes out there, the NWO always taking a swipe at him. Don't forget Ray Traylor, one of the founding members of the NWO. I think that everybody that's interested in the NWO should look at Ray Traylor and see what they did to him. They just tossed him out like yesterday's garbage.
Well, we're on American soil here, and it's going to be rough for this Japanese contingent.
Gentlemen, I am just getting word now that after this past Monday's Nitro, there was an attack in the parking lot. And we understand that DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, was mugged.
Mugged?
Yeah, we're not exactly sure on too many of the details, Lee, but I've just been told that DDP has a leg injury. We believe it was to the right knee. And
what?
Yeah, wait a minute. Diamond Dallas Page may not be able to wrestle tonight.
No, wait a minute. You're saying that Diamond Dallas Page got mugged after Nitro and he might not be able to. He is scheduled to team up with the Total Package Lex Luger to face Macho Man Randy Savage and Kevin Nash tonight at Thunder. He'll be here. Hey, look, Diamond Dallas Page would walk through glass to get through this.
Well, now, wait a minute. We understand that J.J. Dillon is in a heated discussion with Diamond Dallas Page backstage. Well, Bobby, what about this situation? What about Lex Luger? Will he be able to find a tag team partner if DDP is unable to go in this main event tonight?
I don't know. I wouldn't worry about, Diamond Dallas is the kind of a guy. He's never asked for any help. He's never asked for anybody to do any of his fighting for him. I'd wait and see. Don't ever count that guy out.
Let's jump into the Wayback Machine for a second, guys. I'm thinking back to some of the tape we just saw, going back to Nitro, going back to Thunder. Obvious by their absence. I'm thinking, now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember seeing Kurt Hennig. I don't remember seeing Rick Rude. I wonder if they kind of laid in wait for Diamond Dallas Page following Nitro last Monday.
Well, don't forget Diamond Dallas Page, United States champion, won that title from Kurt Hennig.
You're right. And don't forget Rick Rude's been known to break a leg or two for no apparent reason.
For fun.
That's reason enough for him.
Well, we will keep you updated on that situation. There is a conference going on in the back. between J.J. Dillon and Diamond Dallas Page.
And remember this, Mike, anything can happen. We are live.
And we are live on the Superstation. TBS Thunder returns after this. Well, it has been, at least up to this point, the Steiner brothers in control of this matchup as we see Rick Steiner collect, and he nails both Gedo and Ohrara. Steiner brothers and Ray Traylor in total control of this six-man tag.
The question after last Monday Nitro, Mike and Brain, had to be whether or not the Steiner brothers were going to be demoralized. Well, they've answered that question thus far tonight on Thunder. The Steiner brothers, they've got their game faces on. One of them the dog face, I might add. However, these guys have come into Lakeland looking to make their mark again. The Steiner brothers looking just as good as ever with big Ray Traylor now the third man in the ring.
Well, they don't look like a team that don't have any gold. They look like they're still tag team champions of the world.
You bet.
They're tagging in, they're tagging out. Typical Steiner style. They're taking them down and they're picking them up. And they're knocking them down.
What a Steiner line by Scott Steiner. Just exploded out of the corner when he got the tag. And now he unloads on Black Cat and drives him face first into the top turnbuckle. And lands him with a belly to belly.
What a tremendous power move by Scott Steiner, the big Michigan Wolverine all over the Black Cat.
Seems to me like Scott Steiner's just not going to take anymore. He's going to do what he has to do in that ring.
And over goes Ohrara. Scott Steiner springs off the ropes, catches him with a big boot to the top of the head. You see that Rick Steiner reaching across from the ring apron trying to make the tag. And Scott Steiner just plants him in the corner.
I don't know if he doesn't see his brother or if he's just doing so well. I mean, thus far, Scott Steiner has had his way pretty much with this All-Japan three-man tag team.
Are you trying to say he's hogging the match?
Well, I'm trying to say that he's doing pretty well, Brain.
Whoa, whoa.
Uh-oh.
Have to be careful. Fines have been levied.
And they're quick to find you here, real quick.
Ric Flair just $5,000 on Nitro because of attacking on the referee. Now look at this. The double underhook. Scott Steiner on Gedo. Oh! Out of the double underhook. And you see that Rick Steiner's calling for the tag from the ring apron.
Scott's not done yet, though. He's going to play with Gedo a little more.
No, but keep your eyes on Rick Steiner. He's going up.
Well, they're famous
This
for
is
their
a
double
patented,
team
you
moves.
bet. Watch this patented Steiner move.
That's the Steiner screwdriver.
He's not going anyplace.
Three, and the Steiner brothers and Ray Traylor get the win in the Thunder opener.
There's your winner, Scott Steiner.
Well, no, the team of the Steiner brothers and Ray Traylor.
No, he got the fall, though. He got the pin.
Did you see the look on the face of Rick Steiner, however, at the conclusion of the match, Lee?
Well, Rick, in fact, was on the top rope. We thought we were going to see that Steiner move we've seen so many times, that great brother move. Whoa, wait a minute.
Just pushed referee Mickey J.
Scott Steiner just worked for free tonight.
That'll cost him something. You can bet on that.
There have been fines levied up to $5,000 in the past for abuse of officials from J.J. Dillon and the WCW Executive Committee. Bobby,
Yeah, look at this. Look at the power of Scott Steiner. He can pick up 2 men in those big arms. Catches another man coming in. Power plus. Dumps him. Just a one-man wrecking crew. Scott Steiner picks up his opponent, Gedo, and the Steiner screwdriver. He's not going anyplace. Your winner, Scott Steiner, with a little help from Rick and Ray Traylor.
Well, it did kind of look like the Scott Steiner highlight reel, yes.
Well, he dominated the match, no question about that. Steiner brothers get the win, Lee. That's the bottom line. That's the important thing. And we will return. We are live on TBS. More Thunder coming up.
Hi, everybody. It's WCW Worldwide Wrestling on this uncensored weekend. Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan with the stars of WCW for the next hour. And Brain, we're going to begin things with a great star from Japan, Black Cat, as we welcome the fans to this big weekend of WCW action.
Well, he comes here with a big reputation from the Orient, but he's going to have his hands full with the crippler, Chris Benoit.
Black Cat, Chris Benoit, well, here he comes. Benoit will make his way in to the ring area. And as we know by now, Benoit, Raven, and DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, will be featured in Uncensored this Sunday in a Triple Jeopardy match. And we do understand that now the Triple Jeopardy match will be for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship. Unprecedented, the U.S. title on the line in a match such as this, Brain, this Sunday.
Well, when you said the face of wrestling is going to change in '98, like we said the other night, we didn't think it happened this soon, but look what's happening, and it's going to do nothing but get better.
During the course of our program here, as we come to you from Universal Studios, Scott Hall of the NWO will be here, and we understand Big Sexy the Giant Killer Kevin Nash will be here as well in his corner as he'll face Hugh Morris, Placico Pay, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Kidman of Ravens Group, and many others this week here on Worldwide, and Black Cat with a running lariat takes the early advantage.
Let's make a bet, Tony. I'll bet you dinner. I'll bet you dinner. I bet you that Kevin Nash uses the power bomb and gets fined another $50,000. Right on the program, right on Worldwide as we speak.
Well, you know, he's not wrestling, but that wouldn't stop him from using that power bomb.
You want to make the bet for dinner? As soon as we're done here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on. We'll let the people know after the match, and they'll see it too. If he doesn't,
if he does not power bomb somebody, you'll buy me dinner, right?
Right.
Okay.
And if he does power bomb somebody, you buy me dinner.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll see.
And I'll show you.
Cover, 1-2.
I'll show you what a good guy I am. In the event I would lose, you can have the big prize.
You're a great guy, Brain. Uncensored this Sunday, Scott Hall will be seen a little bit later. Will face Sting for the World Heavyweight Championship. But look at this and listen to what's going on here in this opening bout.
That was the Black Cat's best move. He wasn't going to out-chop Benoit, so hit him in the headlights.
Black Cat to the attack once again. He goes to the shoulder with a right foot. And now with a clubbing forearm behind the neck. Right along the vertebrae there. And here he's looking awfully confident. Oh! And then quickly, Benoit can turn the confidence into a side suplex.
Obviously, he dropped the Black Cat on his tail.
Yes, he did. Don't cross the street against this guy.
I'd worry more if Benoit walked in front of you than this Black Cat.
Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes.
He's hurt. He is hurt.
Benoit holding his neck. Here's a cover. 1-2. Amazingly.
I'm just amazed that his legs are moving. That's very dangerous. Don't anybody try this at home.
Oh, you're not kidding, Brain.
I mean, we make fun of it that we're professionals and don't try this. We mean it. Don't try this stuff.
Scoop slam by Black Cat, putting Benoit down. He could have it.
Oh!
Tried a big DNT leg drop there, and he missed, obviously.
I don't know how many more lives the Black Cat has. But look how tough Benoit is after taking a spill like that.
Yes.
He still goes up to the top and uses his head on the Black Kitty.
Diving headbutt. He got the 1, 2, 3. Black Cat trying to get out of it, but the pinning combination just too much. And Chris Benoit will now face Raven and Diamond Dallas Page. The winner of the Triple Jeopardy match this Sunday will become the United States Heavyweight Champion. Of course, the belt already owned by one DDP. What a bizarre match that's going to be, right? Here it is again.
Benoit here drops the putty right in the back of his head. Watch this. Drops him. Almost breaks the neck of Benoit. Almost breaks Benoit's neck. He recovers. He comes off that top rope to win it. Your winner, the animal trainer, Chris Benoit.
The crippler Chris Benoit with a big win. And then, of course, Triple Jeopardy for him this Sunday as we take it to a special interview. Worldwide Wrestling.
So I was off a few miles.
Didn't name an airport after him.
All right.
The only man who can been identified and fingered by people is trying to... Never mind. I don't want to go into that right now.
Please don't.
Impersonating a lamp the last time they found him.
Stop it. The Black Cat. Another star from Japan. We have seen many international stars from Japan, from Great Britain, Germany, from Ireland, from England, from Mexico, all part of truly what is a program international scope, WCW Worldwide. And here comes another one. Gentleman Chris Adams from Great Britain to face the Black Cats.
Chris Adams, a well-established wrestler in this sport. Been around for years, traveled all over the world, held a lot of major titles. Knows how to wrestle on the mat. Knows American wrestling. He's been over here quite a while in America.
He will face the Black Cat here in this one-on-one feature bout. Billy Silverman is the referee, and here we go. Okay, obviously the power advantage has to be with the Black Cat. Look at his upper body. Look how stout he is.
And he's got 9 lives.
No, he does not.
Maybe he had 9 lives for dinner then.
Running through, shoulder block, elbow. I mean, that was a stiff elbow. Right in the kidney region. Covers 1-2. And Chris Adams kicks away. So the Black Cat trying to get things going. Fans, we're going to be announcing in the weeks to come here on this program more matches for Spring Stampede. And you know the NWO is going to be a big part of it. Diamond Dallas and Raven for the U.S. title. One of the matches announced this week. And, of course, more matches in the weeks to come. It's going to be a big event, Brain.
Oh, it always is. And Denver's going to be a great town for it. Who knows what's going to happen there with the word Stampede, NWO, Dusty Rhodes, a lot could happen.
1, 2. Where did the Dusty Rhodes come in the mix here?
Well, Stampede, cattle, horses, NWO, Dusty, cowboys, manure, you know.
Okay, I think I see the correlation.
Cologne, aftershave, you know, same thing.
Aroma.
Yeah.
I understand.
NWO, Dusty Rhodes, stinks.
Very good.
See? I'm not easy. I'm not hard to figure out. That's why if you put me in the beneficiary and all those policies you have, you're an easy street.
Forget about it. Rear chin lock, reverse chin lock applied here by Chris Adams. Keeping Black Cat down on the mat, but boy, Black Cat so many ways to hurt you. He just jabbed him in the eye that time to get out of that rear chin lock.
The Japanese train to become wrestlers, or whatever occupation they want from a small child. This man's probably been training all his life since he was about 7 or 8 years old.
Clamping on the nerve hold on the trapezius. A good look at Black Cat and those massive chest and arms, forearms, biceps of his.
Domo.
What are you saying?
I said thank you to him.
Don't say thank you to him. He's wrestling. He's not looking at you. He goes with a double nerve hold now, either side of the neck.
Don't want to be rude to our visitors from a foreign land.
Oh, yeah, you're rude to everybody else.
Well,
That's just you, though.
yeah, those things happen.
Into the corner now. Up. Oh, he caught Chris Adams. Adams trying to go for a back body drop, and he just hooked him in the front chancery and drops him face down. What a move.
He was just too thick for Adams to get over. He's just the right size for a man not to take a backdrop.
And he pulled him up. Could have won the match that time.
Well, obviously, he don't know who Chris Adams is. Because you don't pull up a man like Chris Adams and play around with him some more.
Now scoop slam, put him down the mat, and now try to drop on him with a body attack that time with a middle turnbuckle. Chris Adams straddles Black Cat, rides him down. And Chris Adams, his temper's starting to get the best of him here, Brink.
You see everything here at WCW. The international matches, you see a man from England, you see a man from Japan, you see a man riding a cat. There's a lot of things you...
And you see a super kick, and I believe has put the cat down and out.
Was I right? He had a chance to beat Chris Adams and did.
Big mistake, you're right.
Don't turn your back on this man. You better know who you're wrestling when you're new with him.
All right, Chris Adams gets the win. It was a big weekend here on Worldwide Wrestling. We'll see you next week. Have more information concerning Spring Stampede for Lee Marshall, for Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm Tony Schiavone. See you next week on Worldwide. Now part of Spring Stampede coming up in 2 weeks will be Diamond Dallas Page defending the United States Heavyweight Championship against Raven. And later on in this program, a little return match. What we saw on Thunder a couple of weeks ago, DDP will square off against Steiner. Right now, though, you know, this is truly an hour that's international in scope. We have seen Yuji Nagata, Tenzan, here's Black Cat from Japan. And later on, Ohrara from Japan against Dave Taylor of Great Britain. What a day, what a week here on Worldwide Wrestling. And here comes a man they all said Larry would not hold on to the TV belt for a long time, but he is even past that milestone. Truly one of the finest champions we've seen in a long time, Booker T.
Well, they also thought the world was flat at one time. This guy, and I've always said it, just a phenomenal athlete. Of course, started off with the tag team, got the tag team titles. Hungry guy, but even by himself, Booker T can stand alone with no problem.
The WCW television champ Booker T will square off against Black Cat in this one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, that's not his real name.
Black Cat?
No.
Didn't think so.
I got it right here. Ixnay Tenay wrote it down.
OGB, baby.
But he wrote it in Japanese.
Yeah, stupid idiot. Why would he write it in Japanese?
I don't know. That's the way Tenay is. You know, he's smarter than all of us combined, at least what he thinks, and he makes us try to feel inferior.
But write the name down. He wrote it in Japanese.
Too much. All right, Black Cat and the television champ Booker T. One thing about Booker T, one of his keys to success over the past couple of months has been his focus. I mean, you talk about intensity, Larry, and staying focused and being on top of your game. Booker T has been all of that.
Well, I think he's realized now single competition, a lot different than tag team, and you've got to get an instinct where you cannot depend on anybody. And I think Booker T's come a long way. I think he's accomplished that. What a shot in the mouth!
Standing sidekick, or the Harlem sidekick, as he likes to call it. It was in the mouth, full-arm dragon twist. But Black Cat comes right back to the attack once again.
It don't matter where it comes from, it only matters where it gets you.
And it got him in the throat is what it did that time.
Hey, Black Cat, tough guy. I mean, real stocky, big guy for a Japanese boy. And this guy, no slouch.
Yeah, once again, you're right that Black Cat is, as far as Japanese wrestlers are concerned, he is one of the broadest, one of the largest that you'll find. And consequently, one of the strongest as well. Booker T put the brakes on. Did he ever? He leveled him with that lariat that time.
And that's the athlete the guy is. I mean, just got great balance. Look at the extension and the agility of a big man. And there's no reason Booker T can't hold on to the TV belt for a long time.
They are literally going toe-to-toe here now, center of the ring. Look at this, fans. I mean, battling for all their worth. Booker T with a knee to the gut. Stops the momentum of Black Cat, momentarily that is. But Booker T takes the ride. He gets a gut shot. Cat goes to the throat. Is literally back and forth in a DDT. Tell ya, Booker T sprang right up in a seated position, and I think that saved him that time.
Yeah, and he also kept his neck up, which is a good place for it. But again, I mean, he was stunned, and right there working on the pressure point, the Black Cat.
Pick up, scoop slam. Here comes Black Cat again. This time he missed his mark. Both men slow to get up, but it's the Cat, the Black Cat, if you will, the first man to get the blow in.
Yeah, it's going to be hard keeping on with Booker T with his endurance. This guy just does not get tired, and if you get the wind knocked out of him, he'll get it back real quick. Look at him move.
Side squash that time. Side salto, if you will. Put him down hard. Up on top, Booker T.
Harlem hangover.
My goodness. Continues to win. Still the television champ, Booker T. Look at the confidence on his face, Larry.
Well, you can tell. I mean, he's got the feel of single competition, and with all the attributes this guy's got.
You want to get rough, James?
Hey, look at
We can get rough all night long, sucker. Harlem hangover.
He's psyched, and he's got enough endurance to go all night long. Harlem hangover for Black Cat. It's too bad you get a hangover without having the fun part first.
Yeah, I don't think there's any fun in the ring with Booker T. Here it is again.
Well, just look at the mobility. Look at the balance. Hopped over him. Man, picked it up high right underneath the chin. Still enough power left to pick him up and dump him, knock the wind out. Black Cat. Big trouble here as Booker T gives him the hangover, and he's going to keep that belt a while, I think.
Coming up next, we'll take you back to Nitro. Still to come, Diamond Dallas and Saturn in our feature bout.